don't go to work because I have to. I put on these jeans,
these shoes,
these gloves,
because I need something as reliable as I am.
Because they keep me light on my feet.
Because my hands are my tools.
Sometimes it's hard to keep up.
The hours are long.
My body wants to quit.
But I'm proud.
It's who I am.
It's my grind.
This is our coffee. And this is how it lives.
What up, what up? This is the man of the hour, Leo Rush, and you are watching THS Wrestling.
What's going on, everybody? Hope everybody had a great weekend, and hope everyone is enjoying us while also possibly enjoying the Academy Awards. This is THS Wrestling Presents, that wrestling show. My name is John, and I am a man of constant sorrow. I've seen trouble all my days, and I am joined by a man who said, you know what? I have to do that wrestling show. Sorry, Academy Award. I can't introduce the nominees for Best Actor this year. Neeson.
Look, as the scroll drives by the bottom of your screen right now, wrestling greater than the Oscars. Yes, I will rather be here than watch those guys, the Academy Awards. Welcome, welcome, Pingle. Welcome, people. Welcome, everybody. We're talking about the great sport of professional wrestling today.
Yes, welcome, Matthew. Welcome, Ken. Matthew, what's your big news, man? Let us know. Is it bigger than Academy Awards? Man, I hope so. It probably is, to us at least. Yeah, we got a lot to talk about today. We're going to start off by talking about the news that dropped. I think that was Thursday or Friday. I can't remember, Christopher, what's going on, but my goodness, Triple H announced on Stephen A. Smith's show, of all shows, that he's done. He's officially retired. He's not going to wrestle anymore, and he has called it a career. I think we were wondering, actually, first of all, it was good to see Triple H. He looked great, because I feel like we have not seen him in a hot minute since he had his heart problems. You know, it was good to see him. Sad to hear that he is retiring, but I think he had a very lengthy career, not only on screen but behind the scenes. And we're gonna talk about that. Chat, if you want to leave your favorite Triple H memories, whether it be NXT wise or, hey Matthew, that's great, congrats, there we go, victories in the chat, victories, congrats, dude, that's great. Christopher, what's going on? This is great. Triple H deserves one last pop at Mania. Well, I mean, there are a couple of things we can discuss. Chat, like I said, your favorite Triple H memories would be great. We're going to talk about this probably at great length for a little bit here. And Neeson, a lot of people are like, he should go into the Hall of Fame immediately. And I'm saying, I think he would say, I would rather wait until next year, because if I go in right now, I don't want to take any shine away from The Undertaker, who is going in this year. What say you? Do you think he should go in immediately, or should we wait a year or two?
Wait a year. I mean, you don't have to. He doesn't have to go in this year. I think he deserves to headline a Hall of Fame. His career is definitely, you know, expanded over 20 plus years. he could go in alone for creating one of the best wrestling promotions like that's ever existed, not even under just WWE. He literally created a wrestling promotion that only lasted for about 4 or 5 years at its highest, and it changed the game of professional wrestling. So if he was just to go in as a promoter, like legit promoter, like Triple H the promoter
Yeah.
would be legit enough, earned and respected. I was just thinking that, like, man, Triple H, and the oddness of it, and just coincidence of these two people that had like major impacts in my life, like with like the littlest things, from who wasn't saying suck it and getting in trouble, who wasn't spitting water about, like, who wasn't spitting like water out of bottles. Anytime it's all about the game and how you play it, like all those little just things you probably say in your day to day. Anytime I know I wear like a leather jacket, I'm just like, "Oh, okay, yeah, that was Triple H." Like, like it's one
Yeah.
of those little nuanced things. I mean, a pedigree is one of the most famous finishers of all time that I know I can't think of the names right now. I know some other people had it before, but he really popularized it. So all these accolades deserves to headline a Hall of Fame. It doesn't deserve to be tucked under the Undertaker. Undertaker should get his time, and rightfully so. So, but Triple H was just as important to me as the Undertaker. Maybe not, and I would arguably say in ring. I know we don't talk about him being on the Mount Rushmore per se, but you think about from him starting, with DX and the Attitude Era, to him actually starting a promotion under the WWE banner, to which it galvanized the quote unquote internet wrestling fans, to which they were selling out Barclays, to which they had a live tour and had buses selling out LA arenas like 3 nights in a row, that I actually went to. These things, they shouldn't go unacknowledged, and they shouldn't go tucked under the dead man. They should go headlining. So definitely next year. And hell, maybe I'm being a little selfish because next year be in LA, and I would love to
Oh
go.
yeah, that's true.
I would
Wow,
love to go see Triple H.
I would probably, well, I mean, we would have to see what it goes up against, because
I'm going to. It's no other show that I will go to unless. I doubt.
Look, I'll do all the indie shows.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
It's nothing else that, to me, to be like, oh yeah, like I gotta go. I couldn't see that now because the Triple H. These are people that actually impact. Like I gotta go see that.
Right. They'll have to carry me in like they carried in Bobby Heenan at on the camel at what WrestleMania was that? WrestleMania 8?
WrestleMania 8 at Caesars.
That's
or
how
9 or
I'll
8.
come into the arena, because I'll just be so exhausted. But that's next year. Let's talk about a little bit more about this year. And you mentioned one thing that I think is pretty interesting. Like, I think you and me personally, the Triple H on our Mount Rushmore is probably not something that either one of us are like,
yeah,
that's it. But we have to remember, like, do you think a younger generation, maybe say like 10 years younger than us, would be like, absolutely my Mount Rushmore? You think there is a world where Triple H would be on someone's Mount Rushmore?
No. Yes. I'm somewhere in the multiverse of madness. Absolutely. But no, I think he's probably right outside of majority of people's Mount Rushmore. Like, he's right outside.
And why would you say that?
Because he was never the guy. He was always the guy that would help the guy, right? And so even during a time where, it was basically John Cena and nobody else during the, I guess PG ruthless aggression type of era, when there was a new flux and they were building stars, and he had the Revolution, I'm a Revolution, but he had Evolution. He still wasn't like the guy, right? Like Ric Flair was still Ric Flair. Randy Orton was building, Undertaker was doing his thing, John Cena was mega star John Cena. Shawn Michaels was like had a whole second run during that time. You could go down and you go down a whole SmackDown side. Kurt Angle before he left was like on top. Kurt Angle, right? Like you could go down that list and you could still like people will have Kurt Angle on their Mount Rushmore. People will have Randy Orton on their Mount Rushmore. People will have John Cena on their Mount Rushmore. People will have Ric Flair, of course. People will have Undertaker. People like before you get to Triple H, like you see what I'm saying? And
Yeah.
Unfortunately, it's only 4 slots, and then unfortunately again that it's only he was in a time where he was always building somebody else up, and then he was out for these big injuries and big moments as well. So it does suck on the wrestling side, but I think that doesn't take anything away from his contribution to professional wrestling and just the art that you hated Triple H. Like very rare people you actually hate. Like I remember hating him, but I knew that I really liked Triple H because I remember hating him, but I always played him always played with him in video games.
Yep.
Never, no question. I always played with him in video games, and I was like, do I really hate this guy? Like I don't.
So do you think like you can't have you can't have an all-time Mount Rushmore? You can have by each decade, but not all time.
Oh yeah, you like if you break it, yeah. Like some people like I'm
break it down. Then yeah, I think it would depend. And you mentioned Dylan said that Vince, he just got off the phone with Vinnie Mac, and he can't get out of dinner reservations with Linda during the Hall of Fame, so I have to induct the Undertaker. Wow, what a short induction that will be, which he'll probably be fine with because then he could talk for like an hour. Yeah, I think like some injury time kind of hurt. I would have loved to see Triple H during the invasion.
Yeah,
I think like he was a key part that was missing during that. But like that being said, he had a lot of great feuds throughout the years. And I mean, one that comes to The Rock, Stone Cold, Undertaker, Shawn Michaels, list goes on and on. But me personally, and I want to know who you think his greatest feud was. I think it was against Mick Foley. I think that was, in my opinion, the best feud was anytime he hooked up with Foley. And I think one of my favorite Triple H matches is from Royal Rumble 2000, where he faced off against Cactus Jack in that street fight. And that match like stands out to me like still years and years later. Who do you think is his greatest rival?
My first thought wants to be The Rock. And I think it's a thing of they both, Triple H was in before The Rock. Well, is in the business, right? And then he gets in at 95. I believe The Rock gets in at 96 and into the Fed. And you can tell on screen every time they were on screen, they were trying to one up each other.
Yes.
Like, and it, they cross paths and they go away. They cross paths and they go away. And people talk about like the Rock Austin thing a lot. But the tadpole, which I thought it would be, and if we look at it now without them being in a group together, it was more like Roman and Seth was Rock and Austin. Like they both had their own things, but then when they came together, it felt different. And that was rather for the Intercontinental Championship or for the World Heavyweight or just no title at all. Like it was always magic. And it's crazy because you listed off like Triple H had all these great rivalries, Undertaker, Rock, Austin, HBK. You listed all these names. and it goes back again to all those names were going around Rushmore before he would, right? But
Right.
it's something to him, like it's something to Triple H, and because even Chris Jericho and Triple H was in they like their feuds were incredible.
That match from Raw where the fast count where Jericho won the title.
Won the title, and then by the end of the Raw, they had to give it back.
Yeah.
But that's why you hated Triple H. Like it was, and I do. It sucks that this is how we have to give him his flowers, but I love the fact that he's alive to receive all of this love and energy.
The tweet he put out earlier,
about
Very
him not
cool.
being able to, like send everything back. I love that because he just lost one of his best friends.
I know,
and so for him to go through that, and then go through his own scare, and then loses one of his best friends, the guy that has been on record that he's been trying to save like since, and now you announce your retirement and you're receiving a love not only from the fans but the wrestling community. Like,
oh yeah,
this man was responsible for 205 Live.
Yeah,
like
Cruiserweight Classic, Mae Young. I assume the
Mae Young the Mae Young Classic, Cruiserweight Classic. He was the expansion of NXT, like so NXT UK, even all the Japan influx, and like it was Triple H, man. Like I'm so excited we get to celebrate him now, but it just really makes me sad that without him, because you could tell the minute he basically, and I don't know if it was just by whatever happened, it literally was like he got sick, he had to step away, and then the complete shift of that company moving, like everything he's done just basically has been erased. It's been featured endeavored, like the Triple H era. Like that's what we may have to call that era of like WWE. It have to be the Hunter era, like because it really, his impact from like 2013 when he was a suit, the corporate, like
even all that with Daniel Bryan,
the business,
stuff. Even that was amazing, and he wasn't even really working in the ring at that point.
Him and Roman Reigns, like the fact that Rollins got injured, right? Like Rollins got injured, and it was supposed to be Rollins versus Reigns at WrestleMania Dallas, and he got injured, and so they put the title on him. They put the title on Sheamus that year, and then it ended up on him at the Royal Rumble, and and then he had to defend it at Mania, and he had 100,000 people booing the hell out of Roman Reigns, and still was able to put on the Authority. That's what it was called. I'm like the corporate best for business.
I mean, basically.
The Authority. Like, we're going to look back at that. I know we're going to talk about Rollins, and how my tweet was like, we're going to look back at this and be like, yo, this was actually a crazy dope build. Like, the Authority era was incredible. Like, it really was. Brock Lesnar,
plan B.
Always plan B. Brock Lesnar ripping off cars and throwing car doors and shit during that time. You had Joey, let's say Joey Styles. What's his name? It was Jamie Noble and Joey Mercury. Joey Mercury. Like, you had him versus Sting, and I get it, people didn't like that Triple H won, but I don't
care. I saw that live, and I was like, I get to see Sting wrestle live. Who cares?
Right. Like, and only reason he won was and he said he didn't want to win. Only reason he won is because it was supposed to be The Rock versus Triple H that next year, and Triple H wasn't working like a lot. So it was like, okay, well, we give you the win over this icon, and then now it's another icon versus icon match, right? Like, so I got it, but I was there when Lesnar destroyed the car. Man, didn't somebody get hit, Matthew? Like, somebody
he threw it into the
somebody got hit.
That was crazy. Thomas, what's going on, man?
So yeah, man, it's it is. I'm happy that we get to give him his flowers because
Yeah.
he's responsible for so much growth, and not only WWE but in the wrestling business. Like literally him. He's responsible. So kudos
Can
to
we
that man.
also talk about? Remember the it was after Michaels dropped the belt to Austin at WrestleMania 13. That doesn't sound right. Was it WrestleMania 13?
After Austin dropped the belt to who?
I'm sorry. After it was the one with Tyson where Shawn Michaels dropped the belt to. It was 14. Thank you,
14.
Mike. What's going on? And then the next night, that's when we had the new DX form with X-Pac and New Age Outlaws.
Yes.
That was awesome. That was so cool. Like his little promo when he came out and he said, "You can always turn to the click."
Yeah.
It was great. And then we got a really cool new faction, a new DX faction. And I mean, that was great. I'm trying to think of other Triple H memories that I can think of off the top of my. More recent when he did commentary with Michael Cole
on COVID. I thought about when he did the water, like he was gonna spit. He's like, no,
yeah,
no. Shouldn't do that.
Great. It was a lot of fun. I mean, Triple H, always one of my favorites. I think he, despite a lot of he's not on the Rushmore, he had a lot of amazing moments throughout his career. He had a lot of great feuds, and I think maybe while he maybe didn't make anyone, I've seen that going around. Every feuds that he had were already with people who were made.
If it wasn't for him, Mankind wouldn't have had it was literally that whole push.
I'm sorry. I'm talking in ring. I'm not talking like NXT people. I'm talking feuds that he had in his in ring.
Oh, that's what I said. Mankind.
You think he made?
I think he helped.
I'd say The Rock
solidify.
Made Mankind.
See, I think he helped solidify him as a true standout legend. People all after the Undertaker feud with Mankind, the Boiler Room stuff, they're like, okay, he's a top player. But remember when the 2-man, he got Austin over as a heel. Yeah, he got Austin over as a heel with a 2-man power trip. But remember that scene when Mankind finally won the title on that Raw, the taped Raw in December, that changed everything when Triple H and was holding him up on his shoulders. That was the lasting image. That was the first push off into Raw winning and the Attitude Era. And then on top of that, we just talked about how the Cactus Jack and Triple H thing, it's always been a Mankind Triple H, storyline, to the point where Dewey even came out and was remember when they the Daniel Bryant thing, and Dewey came out and was you were always jealous of my dad, they put out the list of things. So man, I think I think he definitely, I can't say he didn't make anybody or didn't help make anybody.
Was there an actual Triple H Sheamus feud? Because I don't remember that. What I do remember is Sheamus hurting Triple H, and then when Triple H came back, he squashed him on Raw, and they didn't do anything after that. That's what I remember, because I remember being like, oh my God, here's how you make Sheamus. You have Triple H come back and feud with him, and they have a one-on-one match at WrestleMania, and they didn't do that. He just squashed him real quick on a Raw. Did they really have a feud? I must be forgetting about that.
He made Kofi Kingston lose his accent. That was a thing.
Wait a minute. I mean, everybody does the Triple H impression. This business.
Yeah. This business. I am the game.
Did you see what his last match was?
That was the one he tore his pectoral, right?
Was it the tag match?
Yeah. And then he tore it in the beginning, and Shawn Michaels was left like, "Oh, this is my retirement."
No, not that match. Like,
which one was
his
it?
actual last match. It was in Japan. It was in Tokyo. And it was him and Shinsuke versus Robert Roode and Samoa Joe.
Wow.
That's his last match.
Wow.
How crazy is that?
That's dope. That's dope. That's like he gave us Kevin Owens winning the title.
That's true. Oh, okay, so it was in 2010. Man, I do not. I must have.
Yeah, 2010 is a very foggy. It's a foggy WWE memory for me as well. Only thing I really remember, I think, is like Zack Ryder.
That's a whole nother thing that we could get into.
Zack Ryder, they got put. Remember, he got pushed off the Titantron with the in a wheelchair,
and then
by Kane.
And then John Cena made out with his girlfriend.
John Cena made out.
They fumbled that real hard.
You got it over on the internet. Well, let's just get you.
Let's ruin that.
Let's just kill that real quick.
But hey, he's doing all right.
The Kevin Nash feud was good. They actually had that in a video game. That was 2K, or that was WWE 13, I think.
Yeah. Oh yeah, they had a Hell in a Cell match with Foley as the as the special guest referee.
Look at that. I'm glad. Let's just give this man his flowers. They're well deserved. I love this. I definitely love this because you can't tell me.
Shout out Eve Torres.
I mean, Hosky.
I mean, we also talk about The Rock and Triple H. I mean, SummerSlam, that ladder match for the Intercontinental title, one of the best matches that I can remember.
Like it felt real. It didn't feel like it felt like it was animosity. It didn't feel like, okay, we're gonna go out here and try to steal the show. It felt like, now I'm gonna try to kill you.
Yeah, DX versus the Nation, basically.
Oh my god. Yeah. They had blackface DX, guys. We just overlooked blackface DX. That's how much it was just enjoyable. Like this is the level of entertainment that Triple H has given us. We overlooked blackface DX.
They did have Jason Sensation though.
And
he did that great Owen Hart impression.
I used to love the fact that Owen Hart was just like the token white guy in a nation.
He's the Black Heart.
He was the Black Heart. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. He was the Black.
No, that was his nickname.
I know. I mean, that's what I'm saying. Like as a kid, I knew his name was Blackheart, but I never would have like just put the two together. Like, oh, Blackheart, and it was like the white guy and a black, like in this like nation black group. He was the Blackheart. That's incredible. Oh no, man.
I mean, Dylan, he's gonna go in. I just don't think you can. We're a week away. I know their production team's great. They can do all that stuff, but this is Undertaker's year. It's in Texas. Yeah. They're not going to put him in this year. I think, I think that's the right call.
Guys, Hall of Fame is after SmackDown. So Undertaker's music is going to hit at the top of SmackDown, and then he's going to start walking, and then he won't make it to the actual podium until about 30 minutes after SmackDown ends. And then he's going to have to do his whole 2-hour speech. So there's no time to have Triple H have a solo match. You look like something happened. Something happened.
Okay, is that if anyone is watching the Academy Awards, I need someone to confirm this. I'm in a movie chat with a bunch of friends.
No.
And it says Will Smith just punched
Chris Rock. I just got that same text.
Whoa. All right, guys, that's our show for today. The Academy Awards are out of control. We have to
What?
go. You know what it
No
was?
way.
We were pulling the numbers, and Chris Rock said to Will Smith, "Punch me in the face right now. We got to get the viewers back." Wow.
No way. No way. No way. We gotta go to Twitter, guys.
I assumed
What just
I assume this is Junior in the chat.
Trending.
Junior, can you confirm this?
Trending. What just happened?
Wow.
Whoa. Yeah, Twitter is going nuts right now. I'm seeing reactions, but I'm not actually seeing it.
Holy crap.
I'm watching it now. Oh, he slapped him. Oh, he must have made a joke. Oh, shit. Here it is.
He must have said something about Jada, I assume. I'll watch it later. I'll watch it later.
I mean,
whoa, he just walked up on stage.
he had to say
and walked away.
Will Smith punched Chris. I told him keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Hey man,
hey,
look,
Big Willie Styles getting jiggy with it. Good for him.
This one needs to happen more. You keep people's wives' names and names out your mouth if you don't want to get slapped. Welcome to that hashtag Oscar show.
Wow.
Shout out,
sorry, guys. Sorry, I know that was like, I just looked at my phone and I went, wait, what?
I see your face. I'm like, why is he? What's going on? And then I look down and I see the same text, and I was just like, holy shit!
Wow. Anyway, guys, look at that. Something that would happen in professional wrestling happened in real life on television, live television.
You know why? Because everything is more professional wrestling than professional wrestling.
There you go. So I don't know about you, but I'm already tired, and WrestleMania week
just wanted to watch this again.
Started. You're watching it again?
I had to. Just wow. Wow.
So WrestleMania this week, not just the events of WWE. There's a lot of events happening around the area, a lot of independent wrestling. Boom, there it is. The most stupendous show, as Pat McAfee would say. And we're not going to preview WrestleMania right now. We kind of just want to talk about who we think is going to come out looking the best out of Mania, whether it be a WWE superstar or an independent superstar. Neeson, I clued you into this a little earlier. Is there anybody that you think, like, when Raw ends, let's just say when Raw ends, you're going to be like, man, that person, yeah, this week's Raw is dubbed WrestleMania. And I don't know how I feel about that, but whatever, it's fine. Who do you think is going to be the big talk of the town when the little Raw logo comes up in the corner next Monday and we wrap up WrestleMania week?
I mean, there's no other man really than this guy. Like, Cody Rhodes, this is Cody Rhodes' Mania to lose at this point. Like, I want to say, Roman Reigns, like, winning the biggest WrestleMania and having that image of him holding 2 titles at the end of Mania and then coming out on Raw and cutting an incredible promo. I want to say, unfortunately, I don't really see any women coming out big. I maybe Naomi turning on Sasha, and that really being able to catapult her. Yeah, man. her wearing the Green Goblin Spider-Man thing has my head going, and if this is where they're going and having her turn on Sasha, I'm all for it because
Interesting.
it will definitely help give Naomi something. But I think that could be a possibility. But I want to say just Seth Rollins in general, but I truly believe that Cody Rhodes has painted himself and put himself in such a high position to, by the end of Monday night, he will be the guy closing out Raw when that
Cody.
credit goes on.
Okay.
Cody. I absolutely. It's at this point because if not, it's like, okay, then why? Well, what is even the point?
Yeah.
Like, what is even the point? But yeah, I don't see anybody else kind of having this. I mean, well, look, unless a certain guy comes back now, but now knowing that he's not coming back,
What?
Gargano.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, Johnny Gargano.
Yeah.
April 10th, making an appearance out here in LA.
He will be out here in LA, April 10th.
Yeah.
And he will. Yep.
I'm sorry.
Yep. Be yourself. You can't be no one else. We'll never hear that anymore.
Cody Seth needs to steal the show. I think it needs to start the show. Okay. Actually, this is a good. I think this is a good talking point. I don't. I think it has to start the show, right? Because if it doesn't, if you put it somewhere in the middle and then you're like, here's a title match, everyone's going to be like, I don't care about that. I'm totally checked out. I just saw this crazy debut and a crazy match. So you think it's got to start out one of the nights?
I think we'll find out Monday. We
will find out Monday that it's
yes.
You think so? Cody, you think is going to debut tomorrow? Are you just saying this to try and get me to watch Monday Night Raw?
No, but I will say this. They have made Cody Rhodes. They have made Raw matter. And I believe it started honestly right during the sci-fi era of that, when Raw was on there twice, those 2 weeks, and the internet was really God damn, they put on 2 good shows. Why they put on sci-fi? And then it kind of had this momentum after that. And maybe because it was Brock winning a championship and calling out Roman Reigns, who knows when we look back, but it definitely felt a more succinct show. But people are watching Raw to see when Cody is coming. And I think with this whole text message thing and him going into the office at 9 a.m. in the morning, if they don't show that Vince is basically I'm tired of you wrecking shop here, causing chaos, trying to hold my show hostage. I'm bringing in somebody that's going to be your nightmare. Somebody that is also Royal Wrestling Family.
But Vince, there's only one Royal Wrestling Family.
Then you just see Cody step out and just touch Vince's shoulder above him thanks, Vince.
Has Raw ever got 3 million people watching? Yes.
Yes.
Christopher, have a good night. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, it has. I don't know when that was, but it had at some point. Not recently, I don't think.
So, but yeah, I think that's if we don't get him tomorrow, then that's what we get opening the show on opening a Mania for sure. If it's actual match announced by the end of the night tomorrow, it's not going to open Mania, but that crowd is going to be hot for Cody. That crowd is going to be burning. When did you think we would say this? A WWE crowd will be burning hot for Cody Rhodes, and then we're going to hear there's more than one Royal Wrestling family.
So you think he'll play this? You think he's bringing the song with him?
Well, rumor has it that it is a high push for the powers that be to convince Vince that it needs to be the Nightmare Cody Rhodes, not a different Cody Rhodes with the same music in the same in the same presentation. I wouldn't mind dashing Cody Rhodes up. Oh, dun, 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 dun. But no, I agree. It needs to be that song. It needs to be the 12-yard train jacket behind him. He needs to be Homelander Rhodes coming out and really embracing that, because it will not only will it put him on a bigger platform, but it will make the signal to Warlow, to MJF, to all these people like, hey, you could come over there because we know you're a big star and we're not going to mess that up.
I don't think we'll ever get Pharaoh at an actual wrestling event ever again.
Not anymore.
And I think good. I think that was a mistake.
That you think? Bah, 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 bah. Dog's just like, oh my god.
Poor Pharaoh. Poor dog.
What
I was like, what are we doing?
I get it. Like the 4th of July. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. So, I mean, we kind of I agree. It's got to be Cody. Cody has got to be. I think it's either Cody or maybe KO. I think coming out of the weekend, you'll be like, okay.
That's tough, man. I think you know what? Here's the thing. I think Cody's the easier. My dark horse will be The Rock.
Oh,
that is my dark horse. I think if we see The Rock set up, Cody Rolanders Pyro is going to something. Oh, it's gonna be what? we're gonna get Disneyland. We're gonna get Fantasia.
On the Sorcerer Apprentice hat, and he's just gonna start doing this, and fireworks are just gonna start coming up in his command. It's gonna be amazing.
It's gonna be Fantasia just in Dallas Stadium. Just maybe
now
is
this true?
No. Well, so it was reported by Fightful that Bobby Lashley is actually slated to be Omos's opponent.
Is he still hurt?
Apparently, he got cleared. And he's supposed to come back Monday. So that's what Fightful reported. Yeah, there it is. There it is. That's exactly it. And like brooms are gonna come out as well. They're gonna like follow him, or shovels. I'm sorry, it's gonna be shovels that's gonna follow him.
Dude, I hope that happens on Sunday. I hope that's the opener for Sunday's show.
Yeah.
Because then I'll be able to do Cody Hands live before we go live after Mania that Sunday. Or I don't know how I'm going to do it. Probably drink some of that sweet Ghost energy drink. They're not sponsoring the show.
I was going to say they're not sponsoring the show.
They're not sponsoring. I just had one this morning. And boy, it was something. It was good. I'll tell you that much. But I think like on the more independent side, I was trying to think of somebody like that. I was like, who would be like a standout? I know. Let me scroll up and just give him his flowers here. Mike put Darius Lockhart, great talent. I think he's going to have a big weekend. But the more I thought about it, I think a lot of indie guys are going to have a lot. There's going to be a lot of buzz coming out of it. But I think the one company that we are like, what is this going to look like going forward is Ring of Honor. And Ring of Honor has their show this coming weekend. And Supercard of Honor, yep, there you go. It's gonna be cool, but what is it gonna feel like? What is it going to feel like? What storylines are we going to see going forward? How happy will I be when Jonathan Gresham becomes the rightful Ring of Honor World Champion and Bandito goes back to wherever he wants to wrestle because he's been ducking Gresham. I'm sure he was really sick those couple of times. Stop ducking him.
Stop ducking him. Stop ducking him.
Anyway. Yeah, Super Card of Honor. I think that to me is going to be like that's going to be the talk of the weekend for me. Just how is it going to look? How is it going to feel like Ring of Honor? And Tony Khan already, guys, make sure you stay. You're going to want to see the end of the show. You're going to want to see. He's like, I guarantee you're going to want to see the end of the show. So I can almost 100% guarantee that Bryan Danielson is going to come out and challenge Gresham. And then I will die.
I honestly, and I know we talked about this, that you said Gresham has to win. I honestly want to see, I think it'd be great for him to win that night, cool. But I wouldn't mind him losing and showing up on Dynamite and like,
yeah, I'm fine with that.
And just like, rip, and then joining Daniel Bryan in this new
joining the group, so no longer being a part of the foundation. They've only announced 4 matches for Supercard. Yes, they've only announced 4 as of right now, and I believe now they have a. Oh wait, no, champ. I forgot. Deanna's the Ring of Honor World Champ.
Yeah, Deanna,
World Champion.
Yeah. So
Friday's going to be busy for some of them because they've got the Impact. I think is before Ring of Honor on Friday.
So Impact is at the same time as SmackDown,
right? Okay,
I think it's something.
Those guys, it's too many shows.
It's gonna be a crazy weekend, guys. Yeah, it's gonna maybe there. So that's also gonna be a crazy weekend, guys.
Yep. I mean, we kind of already seeped into the Vince text to Seth. I want you in my office at 9 a.m., pal. And I mean, we know that it's probably, we kind of already touched on that. So I don't know if we really have to.
Well, I want to ask you though, how do you think? Because like I said, that I think we're gonna look back on this and just think like, man, the things they're building and how that, like, people we talk, oh, it's only a couple of weeks away, but what they've been doing with Austin and KO, like the little nuance things, what they've been doing with Rollins and Cody, and just Rollins just being like,
Rollins trying to get into Mania any way he can by just having matches against people. And I will say, I was one of those people where I was like, I'm not really that thrilled about WrestleMania. But the more you think about it, like the Sami Zayn, Johnny Knoxville text stuff.
Come on.
I mean, that's easy. That's easy stuff. And they were already been feuding for months already, but that just adds to it. I mean, yeah, they're doing a great job. They're doing a really good job building these and making WrestleMania feel big.
The Liv Morgan, Rhea Ripley tag team feels like,
oh my God, they're the best. I'm so happy.
Like it's really nuts how in January everybody's like, this is the WrestleMania card isn't even filled. They got 2 nights to fill, yada yada yada. And now we're like less than a week away, and this company is about to sell the most professional wrestling tickets any promotion has ever sold in a weekend span, and they're actually about to deliver. Like, it not, no pun intended on stand and deliver, but I said they're doing the Americans arena. They're doing a American Airlines arena, like for NXT, their first time out. That's a huge arena.
Yeah,
like they think Braun Breaker is gonna headline that. And then what did they do? They gave Dolph Ziggler NXT's
Old
World
Ziggles.
Heavyweight Championship, and now
Old
that's gonna
Ziggles.
headline, and now people are actually interested in it. Like they got Dominic. They got Dominic over at NXT. Like they're doing all the right things on all, but for some reason, and not even for some reason, but a lot of times we can't see past just our normal like WWE hatred because they keep doing stuff to make us say, why would you do that? Why?
Do you think Stand and Deliver starts with Triple H?
It has to. It has to. This is,
And then he passes the torch on to the new NXT mascot, which is just a crazy multicolored thing.
you mean, why would you call Shawn Michaels a crazy multicolored thing?
You know
That's that's exactly who it is, which is also another thing. Like you just by happenstance, like you gave your role to your best friend. Like you just gave it to Shawn Michaels. Like that's crazy, man. That's nuts. But it needs a GM. Yeah, NXT 2.0 needs a GM.
I'm sure they'll get one at some point.
Just give it to
Honestly,
Michael Bivens and call it a
should
day.
be Bivens.
Yeah, just give it to Bivens. Like Michael Bivens needs to be the GM of NXT 2.0 because it will be must watch. Imagine Michael Bivens coming out and being like, hey, I'm gonna call him Watson. That's what his mama called him. We'll see you. We'll see you at War Games. Yeah, I said it just like that. War Games.
It would be great. It would be amazing.
It'd be amazing.
And then he just gives Diamond Mine everything.
Diamond Mine.
I'm fine with it. Diamond Mine is full babyface now. I don't know. Are they? And I'm legitimately asking. This is not like a secretly hidden question. I would like to know. Are they full blown baby faces now?
The Creed brothers are now. They're basically doing like Who Attacked the Creed brothers, and they're getting sympathy on them. But they're hot. They're on fire, and they definitely getting a babyface reaction. It's just going to be interesting. I think we're going to get another tag team from the main roster coming down to go against the Creed brothers very soon. Now, what tag team that may be, not sure. In my mind, I'm thinking it's Mason T-Bar, but we'll see. I mean, but it'll give them time. Yeah, you know you like to feast your eyes, okay?
Yeah, I do. Not on T-Bar.
That just sounded so weird. I like to. Yeah, I do. Just not on T-Bar.
T-Bar. Well, I mean, I think that pretty much does it. Do you have a hashtag of the week? I do not.
Well, now I have one now.
All right.
Because our conversation. So let's thank you to Dylan for inspiring us. So here we go. Oh, wait, hold on. Yeah, we're doing it on this music. All right, look, if we're going to talk about GMs, we're going to talk about entertainment, television, sports entertainment, sports, professional wrestling, or the multicolored brand of NXT 2.0, then we have to talk about the must-see guy on every time he steps on to that ramp, or not really a ramp, entranceway, or beside the ring, or even inside the ring, or even in the locker room when he's getting punked out and getting saved by good old Roddy. We're talking about Michael Bivens needs to be the GM, just like Dylan said in the chat. I think it'll be an incredible TV move. Also, it's going to position him and Diamond Mine into the next like 4-year, 4 tour, all the fours. I don't know how exactly what the right terminology is right now because I'm hungry, but it will position him great on SmackDown and on Raw as a legitimate authority figure that could easily replace a Sonya Deville that's getting more and more back into the ring, which I feel will be a great player on the SmackDown Women's division as a legitimate heel. So why not replace that with a Michael Bivens? And why not get him warmed up? Get him some layup drills going, some quick pick and pops, a good little stretch out the hammies over at NXT 2.0 as a GM. I think it'd be an incredible story to watch. We've seen wrestlers, we've seen commentators, but we haven't seen GMs go from one level to the next. And why not have the first GM be Michael effing Bivens? Bivens forever.
Neeson.
Yep.
The chat has corrected you.
What happened? What I said, Michael?
Yeah.
This is where my mind is. I just saw Chris Rock get slapped. Okay, he just got slapped and not punched. He got slapped.
Lapped on live television.
On live television.
Academy Awards.
Yeah, Bill DeVoe. That's what I was thinking. I was thinking all the things. Now you can't cut that. You can't cut that, Dylan. You can't cut it and post it because I don't need him coming at me and blocking me.
He can gif it. He can gif it. He can change the name.
I don't need him coming and blocking me. I'm talking about the actual video part.
Oh. Before we get in the mind, Thomas says, do you think the Usos' younger brother will be called? Absolutely. You know what? I would not be surprised if that is SmackDown. If that's a SmackDown debut.
He has to join the bloodline, right?
Yeah, but I almost wonder if he has to go through the trials to join the bloodline.
That's enough. If we could get another family tale that we got from that bloodline time from Jimmy and Jay, and if we could get that again in another way, give it to me.
I think that would be very interesting.
Yeah, he's already throwing up the one. Yeah.
I mean, they'd be dumb not to. Because then you could have all of them hold titles.
If he had the Intercontinental title. Also, we did not talk about King Xavier Woods claiming that he would hold the Intercontinental title by the end of 2020. But the bigger master plan is him having the world title very soon after. This man is a man of manifestation. And this is why he is my same age idol. This is why, because of these moments right here. He manifested King of the Ring. He's manifested Intercontinental title. He's already manifested working for G4. He's trying to manifest having the Nick Arcade host gig, which I'm sure he's gonna get.
Please.
It's all master plan. Dude. Give me. Oh wait, what happened?
The SmackDown ring announcer spoiled Woods' return before it happened.
Oh no, I did not catch that.
I didn't catch that.
I'm the king. I'm the king.
I do not have a hashtag. The door just opened. I'm not sure why. I do not have a hashtag of. Hold on a second.
It's the doggy. The little pups. They're trying to tell him about. They're trying to tell you about.
Trying to tell me to wrap it up, apparently.
Will Smith slapping the shit out of Chris Rock.
So I don't really have a hashtag of the week, but I will say just going into this weekend, guys, watch what you love. If it's independent wrestling, if it's SmackDown, if it's For the Culture, which is going to be another great show as it is every year. If it's Multiverse of Matches, which is the greatest title I think of any pay-per-view ever. Whatever it is, watch it, enjoy it, and just have a good time.
What? Thomas, re-listen to what I just said, man. Don't come correct me in the chat like that. Watch your mouth.
Thomas's new phrase he learned, come correct.
I never said he held the Intercontinental title. I said he was manifesting it. He called it, saying he was going to win by 2022. Jesus.
Anyway, shall we?
We shall.
Guys, you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at JP Thrice. You can also follow me on Twitch at JP Thrice. I'm going to try and stream as much 2K22 as I can this week before MLB The Show comes out on Friday and you never see me again.
How am I supposed to get Elden Ring, MLB? I got to get MLB this year because I have to try to at least like redeem myself for getting my ass beat last year by you. So I gotta step my game up. But I guess until then, yeah, maybe we could play again. We had some fun playing.
Yeah.
Had some fun playing last time. Damn
Yeah.
cage matches.
Where can the people find you?
Oh, they can find me at Stay Fly Life, but more importantly, you can find me at On Revote. That's right. You know that guy, Puff Daddy, P. Diddy, Sean Combs, Bad Boy Baby, take that. He has a network, and it's called Revolt. And I have a show on there called Intercession, which has all 10 episodes now. Like I said, the 10th one is my favorite. But hey, I would love to hear what's your favorite episode. So you can watch all of season 1 out now. Binge them, favorite them all. This is very important. And watch them and have a let me know what you think.
It's trending.
Yeah, and it's been trending. It has been trending.
It's trending.
It has been trending since it dropped last Friday, or a week and a half, almost a week and a half ago. And I would say this is why this is important, is because we are the only show that don't get commercials or anything ran for their shows, for Revolt shows. So that means it's trending off word of mouth, and it's trending off just the actual content and those creatives that I've actually sat down with. So
here, and here. My man's on the front page 3 times.
Neeson Trending Williams. God damn it. Hey, can we get it on a shirt? Neeson Trending Williams. But yeah, you can find me. You can find Neeson Trending Williams at Stay Fly Life, or on the Revolt app, which that's where I want you to find me, so you can watch these shows and find out some some amazing creatives.
There you go. And guys, like I said, next weekend after Mania Night 2, we will be live. We're not doing a show after Mania Night 1, and I think we tried to do that last year and it didn't work. Or it did work. It was just a lot. But anyway, we'll be here again next Sunday after Mania. It'll be a lot of fun. But until then, Facebook.com/THS Wrestling News, YouTube.com/that hashtag show TV, Twitch.tv/that hashtag show, Instagram.com/THS.wrestling, and most importantly, that hashtag show.com for everything trending in geek pop culture. And we'll see you guys live right after WrestleMania Night 2 next weekend.
Bye, Nixon. Book Nixon.